Sometimes life hits you with losses that feel like the end, but low-key, it's really just pushing you to level up. Up in the hills, tucked between rough mountain rocks, there stood this old, forgotten temple. Its marble walls were faded, moss growing in all the cracks. The courtyard was so quiet, you could hear the wind breathing. And right in the middle hung a big bronze bell. Massive, ancient, untouched for years. Dust coated it thick. Birds didn't even look at it. But one tiny little bird, a hustling, bright-eyed sparrow, saw something different. Inside the hollow of that silent bell, she spotted the perfect hideout. Cool in summer, safe from storms, cozy enough for a starter home. She carried twigs in her beak and began building her dream nest, piece by piece, feather by feather. And she felt proud. This was her safe space, her little kingdom. Nothing could hurt her in there. Days passed. She woke up singing. She rested whenever she wanted. She honestly believed that bell would never ring again. Life felt stable, protected. She had no idea life was about to shake everything she built. One morning, footsteps echoed through the courtyard. Monks, dressed in saffron robes, walked toward the old bell. After years of silence, they decided it was time to ring it again, to call the village to prayer. The sparrow, tucked inside her nest, had no clue. She just sat there, peaceful as ever. Then, boom! The monk struck the bell with full force. The sound blasted through the air like thunder. The bell vibrated wildly. The sparrow's nest shook apart. Twigs fell. Feathers flew everywhere. Her tiny home was destroyed in one hit. Scared out of her mind, the sparrow burst out of the bell. She circled the courtyard, confused, heartbroken, terrified. Her safe world was gone. She cried inside, asking, "Why me? What did I do wrong? Why did life shatter everything I built?" With heavy wings, she flew away. Homeless, lost, drained. Days turned into nights. She wandered through valleys, perched on random branches, looking for somewhere, anywhere to start again. Nothing felt like home. She got tired, hungry, defeated. She almost quit, but something inside her whispered, "Keep flying. Don't stop here." So she pushed herself. She kept searching, believing, maybe faintly, that something better existed somewhere. One afternoon, she followed the sound of rushing water. It led her to a hidden clearing deep inside the forest. Sunlight slipped in through the tall trees. The air smelled fresh and clean. Berry bushes were full. A small, sparkling stream flowed nearby. Thick, soft branches hung low, perfect for building a nest. The sparrow hovered there, stunned. It was beautiful, like a secret paradise. Hope flickered again. She began building, twig by twig, carefully this time. Stronger sticks, a steadier base. She built slower, smarter, with more patience. And when she finished, the nest was bigger, stronger, and safer than her old one. She sat inside it, feeling the cool breeze and listening to the stream hum a gentle melody. This is better than the bell," she whispered. And then it hit her. If the bell had never rung, she would have stayed trapped in that dark, tiny hollow forever. She never would have found this paradise. Losing her first home wasn't the end, it was the beginning. Life works the same way. We all build nests, homes, jobs, relationships, and we think they'll last forever. We feel safe. We assume nothing will ever change. Then life rings its bell. Everything shakes, everything breaks, and we fall apart asking, "Why me?" But endings aren't always endings. Sometimes they're redirects, detours towards something better, stronger, brighter. If the sparrow hadn't been forced out, she never would have discovered the forest glade waiting for her. Remember her story. The bell that destroyed her nest was the same bell that set her free. So when your world starts shaking, don't panic. Don't assume it's over. Keep moving. Keep searching. Keep building. Because your next chapter, your next nest, might just be the most beautiful one yet.